Hey Sinners, it's Solly here along with Zora, and we're going to be giving you guys a little progress update on our staking system.
Hey guys, good to talk to you again. As Solly said, we want to keep you in the loop with what's happening with staking. As you know, we were really planning for things to come out this month. We were talking with our development partners, Anvil. Um, Me and Amy have been working quite a lot on the UI system and getting all that ready. But when we had our meetup, it kind of come to a revelation that is quite custom what we're trying to get, and it's possible, but we might need more time for that. So we found a way to overcome this and talk through the next steps that we need to do. First, just to show we are aiming for it to look like, just show what Amy's been doing. It's been a lot of work, and kudos to her. I think Solly can change the screen to
Sure.
There we go. So these are just like screenshots of what it could look like. Don't ignore the buttons. That is just like a little fill-in for now, just to give an idea. But there'll be a pentagram of chaos where the user can choose their faction and it changes dependent on the hover of the mouse. So as you see at the moment, greed is selected with the blue flame over it, just as it would be if someone picked gluttony, for example, in the top right. And there's even something special for when you click Hades, but that's something for when we release that, so don't worry. As you can see, it will say your faction below and the remaining time of the faction period, because during factions, well, during this period, that's where you can get extra bonuses for things like winning community games for your faction, doing social raids, and more. And it's kind of separate from the staking system, but it's integrated. So you get your base staking rewards, and then you get bonuses on top of that through the faction system, which is why we have a button which says information and help, which you can see, which will have like all the download on it. There'll be an admin section that only us can access, so we can like add points to the factions and do alerts for the people. So it's a very interactive experience. And then there's view your stake, which as the next scene as Solly can show. There we go. So if you click view or stake, there'll be something like this. So we've picked greed. It will say how many points your faction's on, and you can view the leaderboard and scroll up and down, and it will update. And there'll be a news feed as well for um, how a certain faction got a point, who got it for their faction, and more. And there's the role calculator made for us by Blockchain When to figure out the yourself for the roles that you get. For example, the arachnid role, you need all the spider traits, etc., to get bonuses. And then there'll be the claim eternal button, which is probably the main button, where it says like all the eternal you have ready to claim, all your progress, and all the updates for how much you will earn for said thing, like how the combination works, like a calculator. And then there's Greed Alert. This is more for the factions where the owner of the one of one can send alerts to its faction. There will also be one sent from admins, but every now and then, which is sent to all factions. But it's mainly for the faction leader to say, do this raid, say greed at the end of your comment, get us some more points, sort of thing. So that's what we're kind of aiming towards, and it is really cool. We have went for a really cool UI experience, make it engaging. And don't worry, we still get to this point. It just will take a little bit of time as time goes along to swap over. So what we're doing now is to make up for it, we have to go through the Discord a bit and then use Anvil's staking system they already have in place with a few extra buttons. So if you can show the leaderboard, Solly, for what we've got ready, this is
Yes,
actually
boss
ready.
man.
Just look. Like this is actually like up and ready. So as you can see, Eternal Staking has the faction leaderboard. You scroll down, there will be a whole like, update with the points and even a news feed which says like which faction got a point and for what and who got it. So Marcel got a point for Envy by winning a Smash Cards community game. So that's just an example for how the leaderboard will look. It will be integrated with our Discords. Just click a button in our Discord, we'll have to make up for this. We'll have a whole like like a staking FAQ, like for all questions and all the explanations. There'll be channels of people staking. For example, there'll be one for gluttony for everyone in gluttony, which I believe Ducamus owns the one of one. So Ducamus will be able to ping everyone in that channel. Um, and we'll also have like a whole staking alert area, so all factions get notified, just like how that is. So we're just making up for this just through the Discord for now, and we'll develop as time goes along. As an example for what staking would look like for what we're going into, have a look at like what Space Solar Society has, for example. It's the Anvil system, but we're having a couple extra buttons. Like it will say the faction you're in. Amy's designing a background at the moment for it, and it will also allow you to firstly connect your wallet, so it'll be non-custodial, and you can gain rewards that way. And you can also connect your Discord, which will add all the role bonuses. So that's what's happening. So when is this all happening? Because we said it was going to happen this month. Well, as you know, we're going to CNFT Con actually in just 1 week from now, which is quite exciting. We're very excited to see a lot of you there. And so are Anvil. So we were talking this through with them, and it doesn't seem logical to push this and get it done half-handedly, this transition um, right now. So what we're doing is we're getting it all prepped now, and we'll have it less than or around a week after CNFT Con. So we're working on the time frame of Friday, the 14th of October. And it's also good because when we're talking at CNFT Con, we can say literally staking is just 1 week away. So you have 1 week to start accumulating your sins before that all starts and goes down. So we think that's a good thing. I understand it's obviously not ideal with, oh, we wanted it this month, and I understand that, and all we can say is we're sorry for that part, but we have been working hard to overcome this and develop what's next. And we for when we transition in the future, we have everything already ready, because we already worked on all the stuff beforehand with all the UI and stuff. So that's all. That's for the update with all of this, and it will be coming very soon. And I hope you're all doing well. Solly, if you can show the pin,
And
just as the
yeah.
last final thing. This is the pin which will be
Mhm.
being given away at our booth at CNFTCon in Las Vegas. There will be a QR code that only people who scan it can mint it. It's just 3 ADA, but you get an ADA back. And it's a part of a bigger collection that's going to be coming with the overworld and real world activities. These pins will have a collectible aspect and also a small utility aspect, which kind of becomes more than small as the more you get. And this is a beta pin, so I believe this will become, um, as our journey unfolds, more and more desirable. So that's everything for now. If there's anything else you want to say, Solly, before we head out.
Nope, you summed everything up perfectly.
Lovely. All right. Thank you again, sinners, and we're excited to see you in 1 week in Vegas.
Have a good
Bye.
one.